Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Abdullahi Sani. So in today's video I'll be showing you the step-by-step process on how to design an image slider for your landing page or for your website. Okay, so let's see the end product. Let's see how the site is going to the image slider is going to look like. Okay, so if I go to my browser, yep, this is how this image slider is going to look like. So let's see, this is what we will be working on. So if I refresh this, yeah, you can see the beautiful image slider, beautiful animations with hero text, with buttons, pause, next and previous button. You can see the animation effects. Okay, the hero text, then we have a button at the bottom. So of course this is like the landing page. You can have this kind of image slider in your home page. Okay, so in our previous video we're able to create a navigation menu. Okay, we're able to create a navigation menu in our previous video. If you've not watched this, please, you need to refer back to my previous video. You learn how to create this beautiful navigation menu. Okay, so in our today's video we'll learn how to add up the image slider. All right, so first thing first, for you to create an image slider we need a couple of things. First of all, you need to have the images. You need to have downloaded the images that we'll be using for the image slider. Then after that we need to resize those images to have the same size. We need to have them on the same size. Now to do that, I think I've already gotten my images. I have a folder on my desktop called images. So you can see these are the 4 images that we'll be using for this tutorial. I'll show you how to resize the image for them to be uniform. Okay, so to achieve that, we need a software called Fireworks. So I'll hit Control Windows E on my keyboard, then I'll type Fireworks. So the name of the software is Macromedia Fireworks 8. This is the software that I'll be using to resize our image. You can use this software to resize images, you can also use it to create logo. You can do lots of things with this software. Okay, if you need this software, just send me hi, send me a message, and of course I'll share it with you. All right, so this is how the interface of the Fireworks look like. Now this image slider you're seeing, when creating this image slider, the size of the images is 1024 by 600. Okay, that means the width is 1024 and the height is going to be 600. All right, so let's go back to the Fireworks. So I'm going to create a new project. So I'll select file, click on file, then select new. When you click on new, yes, so you can see it's asking you for the width and height. So we're going to give the width 1024, then the height is going to be 600. Okay, this is for the width and the bottom one is for the height. So just click on OK. Now the Fireworks is going to create a box for us. Let me zoom in. You can hold control and use your mouse to zoom in and zoom out. All right, so this is the complete size of the image. This is how the size of the image is going to look like. Now to bring in the image, just click on file, then select import, then navigate to the desktop. That is where the folder is. So I'm going to navigate to desktop. I'll select the image folder, then I'll pick the first image. I'm going to take this one as the first image. Then you click on open, then you click on the box and drag over it. You can see, then you release. Okay, you can adjust the image, make sure that the image covers the complete box. So we are done with this. So this image is going to take the size of 1024 by 600. Now we need to save this image. Now to save it, just click on file, then you go to image preview. From image preview, you can select the format that you want to save this image with. You can see by default is on PNG. I think I was one that selected. I've been using PNG, so you can switch to, if you want to change it to GIF or JPEG, any of the formats you need, you can select them here, but I'm going to keep it simple. I'll leave it on PNG 32. Then click on export. Now we need to export it to that same folder, so I'll navigate to desktop. From desktop to images, then open the images folder. Then I'm going to name this first image to slider 1. I'll call it slider 1. So I'll click on export. So that image has been exported. It has been saved in that folder. Now we need to delete this image. Just press delete, then import the next image. So go to file, to import, click on import. Then you navigate to the you can see this is the first one we created. Now let's bring in the next image. So I'm going to select this as the second image. Click on open, then click and hold and drag over, release, then you adjust. Well, if it is okay, then you click on file to save, click on image preview, leave it on the PNG 32, then click on export. Then we'll rename this from slider 1 to, we'll change the 1 to 2. So this is slider 2. This is going to be our second image. Alright, after saving, click on it and hit the delete button. Alright, now we need to import the third image. So click on file, select import, then select the third image, then click on open, then click and drag over. So I'm going to click this and drag over. Okay, so it's going to take the shape of that, the image is going to take the shape of that box. Make sure that your image covers the complete box area. So I'm going to click on file to save, click on image preview, leave it on PNG 32, then you click on export. Then we'll need to rename this from slider 2 to what, this is the third one, so I'm going to give it slider 3. Alright, so you click on export. That image has been saved. Then you can click on the delete button to delete and bring in the next image. So to bring the next image, click on file, we'll go to import, then we'll bring in the last image, import or open, sorry, then click and drag over. Alright, so this is our last image. We need to save it. Click on file, image preview, export, then we'll give it what, slider 4. So you can see that is, just click on export. So you can see, guys, this is how easy it is to resize an image using Fireworks. Okay, so let's say you want, if you've been asked to resize an image to the size of, let's say, 512 by 512, for example, all you need to do is open Fireworks, come to Fireworks, click on file, then select new, then here you select 512, just give it 512 by whatever height you want to use, 512. Then when you click on OK, the system is going to generate, you can see this is the box. It's going to create the box for you. You can reduce the, you can zoom in to something like 50%, and this is the size of 512 by 512. This is how it's going to look like. Okay, so that is how easy it is to resize image. Now let's go to our desktop to see the images that we just worked on. So I'll double click on them. Then you can see we have slider 1, slider 2, slider 3, and slider 4. So the original image, we are going to delete them. We're going to delete them because we don't need them again. We've already resized, we've gotten what we want. So I'll just click, I'll press the delete button to get them deleted. So you can see we're only left with slider 1 to 4. Okay, so now to create this slide, we've gotten our images, and all images now have the same size. That has been achieved. Good one. Now next step is to use a software called Wow Slider. It's a software called Wow Slider. You need to install Wow Slider on your system. You can see this is the icon. So I'll just double click on the Wow Slider to open it up. Let's wait for it to come up. Wow Slider. This is the guy that will be doing the magic for us. This is what we'll be using to create our image sliders. Okay, so this is the interface of the Wow Slider. So to bring in our images to this software, all you need to do is click on add images and click on this button that says add images and video. Just click on it, then you select add image from folder. So click on that option. Then you need to navigate to your desktop and select that particular folder that you have those images. You can see we have images folder, then select it, click on select folder. Then the system is going to bring in all the images. You can see by the left hand side you're going to see all your images. Then at the middle here you will see sample of how your image slider is going to look like. So let's wait for it to come up. It's going to appear here shortly. Okay, let's wait for it. I don't know why it's taking time. It's supposed to appear here. You can see it's coming up. All right, so you can see this is how, as you're working on it, you'll be seeing the effects from here. All right, so first thing first, we need to give, if we go back to our finished project, if we go back to our finished product, you can see that the first heading here is what? The first hero text is what? Welcome to my teen software. Okay, teen app. All right, so that is the first text. Then if you click on the next, the second one says I am glad to be part of this program. Okay, then the next one says what? Let's see what the next one is saying. The third one, what is the third one saying? Programming is fun. Okay, wow. Then next one says what? Let's see what the last one is saying. Click on the next. So make sure to check out my calculator app. Wow. All right, now let's see how to add up those hero texts. Now we'll go back to our Wow Slider. So the first image, click on the first image. Now you can see the first image, the name is what? Under the title we have what? We have slider 1. So you need to clear this slider 1 and type in welcome to, let's type welcome to my first website. You can type in whatever hero message you want to type, but I'm just using this for this tutorial purpose. Okay, welcome to my first website. Wow. So I'm going to click, I'm done with the first one. I'll click on the next image, the second image. So if I click on it, notice that it has appeared. So the second image says, we'll just type something like we are glad you are here. Okay, we are glad you are here. Okay, now let's move to the third one. Let's give it something like okay, we have all you are looking for. Okay, so you can put anything you want to, you can type anything you want to type here. I'm just putting these, I'm just things are just coming up, to my head randomly. All right, now let's click on the last image and we'll give it visit us again or something. Let's say programming is fun. Yes, programming is what? Is fun. All right, so notice that it has taken effect. All the changes that I did, you can see we are glad you are here. Let's see the next image. What is it saying? All right, I think it's because I'm hovering on it. So the next one says we have all you are looking for. Wow. All right, so now let's check out something here. By the right hand side you can see we have different templates. Okay, by default it is blue and black background that pops up. So we can change the templates here. Let me click on the first template. Let's see how it's going to look like. You can see it has changed from blue to transparent and white text. Okay, so let's click on the next. From our final outputs, you can see this one is red, I think. Okay, white background with red text. Okay, let's see if we can figure out what I used in the finished product. Let's see. So wow slider, let's see. Yeah, but I think this is the one I used in that the one you are seeing. Yes, this is the templates that I actually use. Okay, so but I think the navigation bar that we are working on here, I think the background is blue, so I think we're going to have a template that has, let's see, a touch of green. Sorry, the background is green, so we're going to have a template that has a touch of green. Okay, so I think that will make it better. Now let's see which template has a touch of green here. Wow, no, not this kind of green. Let's see this. Yes, I think something like this will make sense. Something like this, or we can perform one magic here. We can select this. Okay, then we'll change the color from here. So we can select something like green here. Then we say okay. Let's see how it's going to look like. Can you see? We just change the color of the text from red to what, to green. Okay, so you can see how easy it is. So you can play around with this template, and one important thing we need to work on is the size. Okay, so let's go to properties. Click on properties. Then you can see the different features that we have here. You can play around with this. You can see the first one is what, autoplay slideshow. It simply means when the user loads up the page, the slideshow should start automatically. Yes, I think that is required. If you don't need it, then you can uncheck that. Then we have pause slash play button. Of course, this is the play button and it's also the pause button. So if you don't want this button to appear, you can uncheck this. But then I think I love it that way. So one important thing you need to check out here is the slider layout. Okay, so by default it comes with box. So you can see box simply means your slider is going to appear at the middle, just the way you are seeing it here. So you can see we still have spaces here. We have space by the left hand side, we have space at the top, we have space at the bottom, we also have space by the right hand side. So because the layout chosen here is what is box. So I think I love using full width. You can play around with it. So but sorry, full width is going to extend to, is going to cover up this space by the left hand side and the right hand side. Okay, for the full screen, of course, it's going to cover this space you're seeing here. It's going to take over the whole of this space. So I think I love using full width. Okay, so I'll leave it, I'll select full width, then I'll click on apply. Let's click on full width and click on apply. Let's see. So you can see it's on 98%, is applying. Now notice this is how full width is going to look like. Okay, so now my font, notice that my font is a little bit small. I can increase it. By default is on 10, so I can increase this to something like, let's see, 18 or 20. Can you see as I'm increasing, it's also increasing. Welcome to my website. Yeah, we are glad you're here. I think this is okay. So let's add more effects here. So one thing I need to add up here is let's go back to our properties. Then under properties we'll click on design. So in our design, remember we resized our images. Our images have a fixed width of 1024 and a height of 600, right? So we need to specify that here, so that the images will fit into our image slider. So we need to click on custom size. Sorry, so we need to specify the size. The exact size of the image is what we need to assign here. So I'm going to give it 1024 by 600. that is the size of the image. 1024 by what? By 600. Okay, now you can change the font of your text. You can select any font you feel you want to use here, but I think I'll leave it on default. Now you can increase the size here of size of the font if you want. I think I've done that already, so it was on 10. Now I increased it to 20. You can see it's on 20. Now one last thing we need to work on is the transition, the animation, the lovely part of it, what people will see and will be like, wow, I love this site. Okay, so it is actually the transition that is doing this magic. All right, so now let's see. Notice that under the transition effect, you will have different transition, and when you click on each one, it's going to show you how it's going to appear. By the left hand side, you can see it's showing you sample. I'm going to select turn, play around with this transition, and pick them. But one thing I don't like about this transition is this bubble sign that is coming up like balloon. All this one, I don't like them, so I'm going to remove them. And the name of that animation, the name of that transition is dribbles. This guy, I don't like it, so I'll uncheck it. I don't like it at all. Now the ones I love is let's say, yeah, I love TV. I don't I sometimes use lines, but then I think in this tutorial I don't love it, so I'll select let's see, yeah, college. I'll select let's see, Ken Bonds. Yes, I love this. This one will zoom in as the image is coming in. It will zoom and zoom out to disappear. I love that. Okay, so I also want them to rotate. Yes, those rotation effects, I love that. As the image is coming, it will just rotate, stuff like that. Then I also love slice. The image should slice into pieces and rearrange itself. So I love that. All right, so I also want the image to fly in. I love this fly, so select it. So just play around with these guys. And we also have page is going to come in just the way you open your page, your book page, stuff like that. So just play around with these transition effects, and I'm sure you're going to love them too. Now we have another last option at the bottom that says delay between slides. So of course I don't need to explain to you what this simply means. The time it takes before the next image comes in, that is what it's simply saying. So we're going to increase this to, let's say, 3.2 or 2.9. I think I usually leave it on 2.9 or something, or 3.0. So I'll leave it on 2.9 in this tutorial. You can play around with it to see how it works. So when you're done with all this, all you need to do is to click on apply. So we're going to click on apply. So the system is going to apply all the changes that we've done. Now let's see how our slider is going to look like. Wow. Yes, we are glad you are here. Okay, we have all you are looking for. Great. Okay, programming is fun. Wow. All right, so you can see this is how easy it is to create a slider. Okay, now how do you save this slider? How do you import or add up this slider to your HTML page? Now first thing first, we need to save this slider. Okay, so look at where my cursor is. If you look at the top hand side, you see save HTML. Okay, so you need to click on it. This is how to save the slider. Now you need to navigate to the folder. I'm going to navigate to the desktop, and I'll save it in that same folder where we have images. Okay, so you can see we have what? Wow slider. I'm going to name it slider. I'll rename it to what? Slider. So I'll save it in that same file. I'll just click on save. Now the system is going to export those images and your text to that folder. Now the system is going to generate two folders for you. It's going to generate two folders for you. Okay, let's see. Yes, so it is automatically redirecting us to a browser for us to see how this is going to look like on our website. Wow, can you see? This is the slider we just created, and we also have the system will also give us hints on how to add up this slider to our final page. Awesome. This is beautiful. I love this. Now let's check out the finished product. Yes, so this is how the finished product is looking like, and this is the one we just created. Can you see? Very easy, no difference. They are all awesome. Now let's add up this image slider to our web page. Okay, so this is the page we've already started developing, so it's time to add up the slider to this page so that it will look like something like this. Okay, now to do that we need to go back to the finished slider. All right, so now you can see we have if in case you don't get this, let me show you how to bring it up in case your system doesn't automatically redirect you to this page. So all you need to do is to go to the page, to the folder where you saved. You need to just go to the folder where you saved where is it, where you saved the slider. Now in the folder, this is the folder. Now in the folder you're going to see bunch of files. The system is going to generate two folders for you, data1 and engine1. Then you also see this is the one we saved with slider, then slider dash how to. Yes, so you need to open, this is the one you need to open, but the system is supposed to open it for you by default, but in case yours doesn't come that way, so you need to just navigate to the folder and double click on this slide and double click on this how to. Okay, the one that has how to. All right, so in my own case I think the system has already opened it for me, and this is the page on the browser. So how to add this slider to HTML page? Now the first option says what? Upload these folders to your server. Okay, what are the folders? The name of the folder, the first one is data1 and the second one is what? Is engine1. This is what the wow slider is going to auto generate for you, and of course it has done that. Let's go back to our folder to see if we actually have those files. Now I'll go to the images. So you can see we have data1, we have engine1. So we need to select these two folders, copy them. I'll right click and click on copy. Then I need to they say we should take it to our server, we should upload it to our server. In this case, the folder I'm working in is called, I named it project, so I'm going to drop these folders here. I'll right click and click on paste. Yes, so this is where to drop these folders, and I've done that. Now let's go back to the browser and check the next step. So next step says what? Paste this code to your page between the tags head. So it means this code is going to be in between your head tags. So just click on the code and click on Ctrl C to copy the code. Now let's go back to our HTML page. We'll locate the HTML. Let's go to HTML. Then under the head tags, it said it must be in between the head tags. So I'm going to after the style, I'll just hit Ctrl V to paste. Yes, so we've done that. Second option cleared. Now let's check the next or the last option. The last option says paste this code to your page between the tags body, so in the place that you want the slider to appear. Beautiful. So this is the last option we need to do. We need to just copy this code. Say we should paste this code anywhere in between our body tags, anywhere that we want this slider to appear. All right, so in our own case we want the slider to appear immediately after this navigation bar, because from our finished product that is what we have. Immediately after this navigation bar we have the slider image. All right, so we need to apply the same thing here. So I'll just go back to the source code. All right, so where's the navigation bar? This is it. So you can see nav bar. Then at the end of the nav bar, I'm going to create a div. You can just drop it here, but then I want to create a container that is going to hold the slider image. So I'll click on I'll open a div, then I'll press Ctrl V to paste my code. Okay, so you can see this is how easy it is to create. There's something that always comes with the wow slider that I don't like, which is this this link here. So I'll just click on the div, All right, I don't like this div, so I'll just select it and I'll delete it. All right, so now let's save. If I hit Ctrl S to save, now I'll go back to refresh my page. Let's refresh to see. Wow, so you can see how easy it is to create an image slider. You can see we've actually achieved what we wanted to achieve. Awesome, awesome. The page is, our landing page is coming up. It's coming up. Okay, so you can see our navigation bar is cool, logo is all available, then of course the slider image. We are glad you are here. Yes, we have all you are looking for. Wow, so this is how easy it is, guys, to create an image slider for your landing page. Okay, so I believe you're able to get value in this video. Please, all I need from you is just subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also share this video so that others will also get the same value that you got. Looking forward to seeing you in our next video. Okay, bye for now.